right-hand side of the map, we have the yellow Protoss, currently teamless. New to the scene, his name is JoliwaLoves.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Chinese Protoss player, one of many in this group, as we do have 4 of them. He is purple. He is representing Team LP. It is Jieshi. Is that okay? Is that okay?
That wasn't bad, honestly. It's as close as you've gotten so far to pronouncing.
I want to try and say it, but also not like lose momentum, because like I don't want to pause, because like I feel like the other way is like Jieshi, right? Question mark?
It's a different like speaking tone rhythm kind of thing, which can kind of throw you off. But
yeah,
I understand. But at the same time, like you gotta get it right, man. You don't want to sound like extremely white.
Of course. I'm working on it. Otherwise, you may have heard his name pronounced on other streams as Jieshi. That is of course the Western pronunciation. Yep. But here on the B stream, we're working on it.
Yeah. See, I grew up in a country where one of the primary languages is Mandarin. I know how the language works. See, so I can pronounce it despite the fact that my voice accent sounds extremely white.
That's why you're here.
What?
That's.
That's what I was about to say. Wait, what? Am I filling some sort of quota or what? A representation quota? I'm like one of 2 women that cast in the Cranky Ducklings, and I'm not white. Like I'm just like every quota on the books.
Yeah, so we have like 4 female casters on the Cranky Ducklings. I guess 5. We had Zeph on that one time, so like.
It sounds like the more active ones that I've casted recently.
True.
Like true. Ali, Kuro.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very large cast. We're here to fill a diversity quota.
Exactly. Oh boy, and
alien. Got me.
We've got people from all over, and speaking of being all over, okay, we have a Stargate opening coming out.
Yeah, Jieshi going with the Stargate opening into JoliwaLoves with a fairly standard Stalker opening, which is definitely interesting.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Again, like we know very little about JoliwaLoves. He plays in a couple of online Chinese regional events. Unfortunately, I don't believe they have an English cast, so it's a little bit difficult to keep up with him. But yeah, he's opting not to be the aggressor here. He has the much faster expansion.
Yeah, he's going for a quicker expand, but it's still a fairly standard like Stalker opening. He's got the Twilight on the way. He's already got block up for the Adept. It's very nice, very clean.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So right now, like in my mind, I'm ticking a couple of boxes. Like, okay, JoliwaLove, he's on top of the Adept blocking. He's even he even has his Stalkers out here, and he may be able to take one out. Oh.
Do complete the Shade to get away, but they won't be able to get into the main, as they're forced to run away with their little amount of health.
Oh, and there was not a probe in position to block the Shade, so he does manage to get into the main base.
Yeah, and this could spell disaster, but one of those Adepts manages to be taken out, so there shouldn't be much more probe damage coming out. Only 2 probes going down. Not too shabby.
Yeah, but here we go, the follow-up, the Stargate opening coming into play as the Oracle is about to dive in. There are Stalkers in position, but not quite, as he does dive into the mineral line.
It's another 2 probes. Still decent aggressive damage as JoliwaLoves that's his name. JoliwaLoves continues to macro up, delaying his sort of macro rhythm.
Yeah. So honestly, he hasn't lost too many workers so far. Only 5 probes have gone down to the 2 Adepts, so it isn't the worst thing. JoliwaLoves, he is quite down in the workers, and it looks like, we have a Proxy Pylon and a Dark Shrine being thrown down as well.
Yeah, this should be interesting. It's gonna get scouted though. Very nice, Luke.
Yeah.
Scout there.
Definitely, like JoliwaLoves, he's on top of his scouting, he spots it. He does have a Forge on the way, so we could see cannons being thrown down defensively.
Yeah, which would do quite well against the DTs as the adepts come in. Gonna get another couple of probes here. This guy probably not gonna get out. Yeah, it doesn't look too good for him.
It does get taken out, not before taking another probe. So, you know, Jieshi, Jesse, he has been taking out a decent amount of the workers of Joliwa. And again, I hope he did spot the Dark Shrine. I hope he clicked on it. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, he canceled it and switched into a robo.
wow.
The poker part coming into play, especially in a mirror matchup when, you know, you can build units and your opponent can build the same units, you know? It changes the way that the matchup can kind of flow, and that's why you tend to see a lot of chaos with mirror matchups, especially Protoss. Yeah, so should be interesting. We'll see what Jieshi gets up to with his robo.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really curious to see what happens if Joliwa overreacts. And so far, we have one observer. He's getting a second one as well. So this is really hindering, really putting a stop to the immortal production for Joliwa. And it's going to allow Jieshi to catch up.
Yeah, which, yeah, definitely not too good for JoliwaLoves. Kind of showing Jieshi's like seniority in the scene, like his ability to just kind of control the flow of the match so far.
Yeah. Definitely, as we do see, you know, some more of this being warped in to harass Joliwa, even investing in some cannons at home to once again defend against the DTs that are not coming across the map. And yeah, we do see, you know, the purple Protoss is just expanding. He's catching up in terms of the expansions as both are getting their third bases. And I'm honestly pretty surprised. There we go. There's the immortal production.
Yep, Immortals starting to come out. Those are very important for dealing with Blink Stalkers, as it looks like it's going to be it's one of the more macro PvPs I've seen recently, but, you know, we'll see how well they play it, because quote-unquote standard PvP is still kind of a fiesta, because it's just Blink Stalkers versus Blink Stalkers, and it kind of gets chaotic. As I say that, he blinks right on top of the Stalkers, as there is a global Stalker count due to the sentries, and very nicely played from JoliwaLoves. He keeps blinking, aggressively going to take out all the sentries, and keeps going onto these Stalkers.
Oh yeah, he's just, you know, with this momentum, he's just pushing forward, takes out all the sentries, going to be able to take out all these Stalkers as well. He did lose the War Prism as it was moved across the map and it was focused down. So, and with this Immortal, it looks like Jieshi will be able to push Joliwa away.
Yeah, but still, Joliwa making good moves, showing his strength and knowing when to just keep going and pushing his advantage.
Yeah, definitely. It's such a shame that he lost that War Prism. Like, if he was able to keep it alive, then he would have been able to reinforce across the map. Because look at the bank. Like, Joliwa, he was waiting to warp in additional Stalkers, but he just couldn't. There was no way to reinforce across the map.
Yeah, having the War Prism snipe is definitely not very good for you. Some very good force fields here, going to isolate a few of these Stalkers and keep the Immortal from doing anything. The blink over from Jieshi going to just get destroyed by the pre-arc from Joliwa, and he out-trades and leaves before the Immortals can catch up.
Oh yeah, but again, with those Immortals, that's really the backbone of his army. He's able to push Joliwa back, push him away, and yeah, like, sure, the War Prism comes out now, but it's a little bit late. We'll see what happens here as Joliwa's... Oh god, no, stop, what are you doing?
Gets rallied. Uh-oh. He's gonna look at his control groups and realize, hey, where did my War Prism go?
Yo, I'm getting some patience vibes coming out of Joliwa. That's... oh my god, the second War Prism in a row, that's it.
Yeah, he's blinking in and just losing his Warp Prisms. It's a couple of slip-ups that, you know, I mean, like, it's kind of fair enough. I mean, he's new to the scene. This is for his first DreamHack Masters main event he's made it to. You know, these kinds of slip-ups are those like small mistakes that cost so much are the kinds of things that an experienced player has an advantage over a newer player to the
Exactly,
scene.
yeah.
Joliwa.
Yeah, like Joliwa had a lot of momentum going for him in that initial engagement, like before the first War Prism died. Like, if he kept it alive, like, he could have kept pushing, maybe even pushed in further, denied the third base, or dealt some damage. Like, there was a lot of potential there.
Did you get that lag?
Yeah, the game froze from... Oh god, is that...
Uh-oh.
Is that you?
Yeah, it's gonna be paused. This might be me. Yeah, might be me.
Oh, if it is, then you may have to leave. What was your ping looking like?
It's not showing up. It just says 0, so I'm assuming it's a very high number. Oh, there. Yeah, I'm just gonna quit because it's most likely me knowing my issues so far.
The name did pop up for a moment there, but I didn't quite get to see who it was that was lagging out.
I have a feeling it was me, so I'll drop out for now. I'm not sure what's causing it. It's kind of worrying me.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we can resolve this for the next series as we are continuing on. Luckily, again, like there was no big engagement or anything happening. You know, the armies were just maneuvering around, so it didn't really affect the players as we are getting back into this game. And I'm going to attempt to screen share here. Boy. God, as the armies are maneuvering around. Okay, here we go. And oh, he actually moves forward, and Jieshi does have the immortal advantage, but immediately JoliwaLoves, he jumps on top of them, but there's just too much army here. And that's the end of game number 1.
I am definitely having massive lag problems.
Oh, okay.
You're like mad roboting for me, and I can't load your stream.
Yeah. Sorry, that is. I know that's an issue when it comes to me streaming 2 places at once. It can be a bit of an issue, but GG gets called. Jieshi, he just had so much army supply, so much momentum going for him. JoliwaLoves, he was not ready for the counterattack. He dived on those immortals as best he could, but there was just so much there, and in the end, Jieshi takes game number 1, and we are going to take this break to see if we can solve some of these technical issues.
I'm gonna try and whip out the VPN, see if that helps.
We'll see you soon.
And we are back. I said it again. We are back with DreamHack China Group B with game 2 of Jieshi versus JoliwaLoves. Light, how we feeling?
We are back, and yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's a little bit to be expected. Again, one of these players is a veteran. We even followed them in the previous seasons. Meanwhile, we have Joliwa, who is very new to this scene, and a little, maybe unlike Wanted, we do see a little bit more of the kind of rough around the edges, if you will.
Yeah, the kind of thing that shows with inexperience in a competitive scenario, things that could be caused by nerves or by just, kind of like slip-ups, like these things that that players at the top level in the competitive scene don't really think about as much as, for example, a player that's only been in the scene for less than a year.
Exactly, and Joliwa, like that was his first game, here on DreamHack. Hopefully, he's able to tighten up. Hopefully, he's able to shake off, the nerves and get back into this. Because again, like there were moments where it felt like there was a lot of potential or opportunity for him to like get ahead and deal even more damage.
Yeah, he showed that he was able to take initiative and take advantage of situations where he was, up in units, especially in a mirror matchup where you have the same units as the opponent. Like being up units can be, a very clear advantage. But anyway, as we load in here to Romanticide LE in the bottom right hand corner in the red, playing for Team LP, it is Jieshi.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Chinese Protoss player, the yellow Protoss, representing himself as he is currently teamless. He is here potentially the final game of DreamHack. Never mind, I just realized this isn't the elimination match. We're fine, we're good. He's got plenty more ahead of him. He is JoliwaLoves.
Alright, yet another PvP, yet another standard opening. We'll see if anybody decides to go up for a proxy, but again, this is another, relatively big map, so... Maybe nothing too shenaniganery going on. More like the standard 2-gate into Blink sort of opening.
Yeah, we'll see. Because again, because this map is so large, like you could see some proxies work, whether it's proxy Stargate or Robo, or we could just see both players just kind of relax and accept the inevitable macro game.
Yeah, just play out the macro, just play the map, and gotta do the thing. Ooh, we're gonna get a head boop. Boop. Excellent. Very
beautiful,
good.
Beautiful. That's what you want to see.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're all here for in a PvP.
Exactly, and we'll see how things transpire here. And I have to ask you, what is Joliwa? And what does he love?
I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I have no clue.
Cause it's not like Demi, right? Like Demi love makes more sense. JoliwaLoves, like maybe he's a Demi fan. I don't know. Maybe
he's just like, ooh, I like this Demi player. I'm gonna take part of his name. It's entirely possible.
Yeah, because it's not like it's unless I'm wrong, I don't believe his first name is like Joliwa or anything like that. Like it isn't.
No, I can check. Give me a quick moment.
Like it's such a peculiar name. Like I kind of want to like see if there's like a backstory to it or something like that.
Well, his first name is Lee. So there's some connection there.
Yeah, I guess there is a bit of a vague connection there. So maybe it has something to do with his name. Maybe not. We'll see.
Entirely possible. My Mandarin is not very good. I can pronounce it. That's about it.
It's good enough. It's fine. It's fine.
It's what I'm here for. Once again, the diversity quota.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Joliwa was trying to apply a little bit of pressure, went across the map with these two adepts, but wasn't able to sneak into the main base, and in the end, it did lose both of them.
Yeah, and that's pretty rough. Honestly, those two adepts can get so much information. A proxy pylon once again. He can warp
Ooh.
over the wall, can't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh,
disgusting.
that's really nice. That's kind of yucky. That's yucky. Yeah, sure. What are you
Uh,
doing, buddy?
yeah, we've seen some proxies on the other side of that wall to warp in on the other side. But we do see. Oh, he does. Oh, he gets in.
Oh, he gets in and he kills the probe. There are two stalkers waiting here, and he is forcing these probes to be pulled off the line as he comes in to try and get more probe kills, but he ends up just shading out.
Yeah.
No big deal.
3 probes went down in the end, and once again, Jieshi did go for a Stargate opener. We have the Oracle looking to dive in once again, and this time there aren't anywhere near as many Stalkers ready, but opts not to go into the main.
It's, I don't know if that was intentional, or if he just wanted to get information. But yeah, the Oracle is here, and it is picking off a single probe and leaving. Gets a revelation, though. That's important.
Yeah, gets that revelation. He can see the main, can see the Twilight Council researching, so he's aware of the blink, and he's a little bit behind in that regard, but not too much as he starts to blink immediately.
Yeah, opting for the Stargate delays his warp gate and his blink a little bit, but nothing that is too hard to catch up on, especially when he has the initiative here.
Yeah, definitely. He has the worker advantage. He's been keeping Joliwa busy at home, forcing a bunch of defensive structures. And once again, just like last game, the Dark Shrine. Oh, it's getting proxy this time.
Ooh, that's some big brain moves. He's gonna like warp in the DTs over the wall with the pylon.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. That's nasty.
Absolutely disgusting. And so far there is a forge on the way, no robos, so no opportunity to make some observers or oracles or anything of that nature. He's gonna have to be relying on cannons for his detection.
That's not the best thing you want, honestly. It's not a good situation.
Yeah, definitely, as we do see the Dark Shrine is close to finishing up. Meanwhile, we do have a robo on the way, so again, detection can be squeezed out. We'll see how much damage the DTs get done before that happens.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the window of opportunity is to get out an observer before the DTs hit, and it looks like it's not going to line up very well.
Not at all, and worst case scenario, the DTs come out and they actually focus down the robo and kill it before detection gets out.
Well, the DTs are just going to be coming out in a couple of seconds. There it is. He's going to warp in. He's going to warp in immediately, right? Come on.
Oh, he sees it! He sees it!
Oh, he sees the pylon.
He's gonna deny it.
Down. Yeah, these are slow warps. Oh, he does deny the proxy.
Wow.
Oh, that's rough.
Nice.
Very nice find.
Yeah, Joliwa. He scouted the Dark Shrine very last minute, but the important part was that he was able to scout it. He was able to deny the warp in, and that was so crucial because of the lack of detection that was available to him.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he loses like 6 probes in the main to 1 Oracle, and just before the Oracle dies, he gets a full revelation off, gets another scout off to see what's coming up next.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, regardless, sure, the DTs didn't deal any damage, but the Oracle did, right? Like, so much, so many probes went down, and we still do have that DT waddling across the map.
But like, there's an observer.
There's an observer.
Yep, he's coming in, and the observer isn't moving. Here he is.
Yeah.
Yep, and he's gonna get the surround off and pick it off. He gets like, what, 2 probes and nothing else.
Okay,
God,
so...
but Jieshi, relentless with these proxy pylons.
Right? They're all over the place. He was really adamant he wanted one closer at the 3rd base. He got taken out. He's got one at the 4th base location. All over the place. But Joliwa, just like last time, he's got Blink. He's got +1. He has a little bit of an upgrade advantage, but it's going to close up in a couple of seconds. He's looking to be aggressive with these Stalkers.
Yeah, he's trying to find a nice timing window to get a good Blink push in, get a lot of favorable trades. Try and put Jieshi behind a little bit. Put him in his place. This seems to be what Joliwa likes to do. He hits his like +1 Blink Stalker timing, tries to out trade against the Stalkers. And yeah, we'll see how he does. Good force fields, and he's gonna blink right out.
Oh yeah. At the same time, we do have a couple of adepts sneaking into the 3rd base of Joliwa, and forces a recall.
Yeah, he's forced to recall home because he has nothing at home, and he can't afford to warp anything in right now. And yeah, he has to recall everything home just to clean that up.
Oh, yeah, again, that proxy pylon doing so well for Jieshi. Like, it doesn't even matter that he didn't have a war prism. He was able to utilize those pylons, warping across the map and force the army home.
Yeah, very nicely played by Jieshi.
I have a very confused look on my face right now.
What?
Very
What a
confused.
misclick?
I don't know, but like he's going Mass Stalker. He doesn't have any adepts right now, but he's going for glaives.
Heh.
Like-
That's just a question mark noise.
Like I've seen Mass Glaive Adepts work, but like just Glaive Adepts, and like you shade on top of everything. You shade on top of the Immortals, and the Immortals like barely do any damage to Adepts, so they just kind of go down. But Adepts against Stalkers, like that never goes the Adepts' way, right?
Yeah, no, not at all. As is shown here by this adept harass that gets cleaned up.
Is it just for harassing Adepts? No, he's committing. He's warping in 6 Adepts. Okay.
What is he planning? Is he trying to like snipe their sentries or something? Like he's gonna have like a small handful of glaive adepts just for sniping tech units, like the disruptor or the sentries? Like that's entirely possible, but it's a very interesting move.
Yeah. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it pays for itself as, oh, he gets the War Prism.
Nice pick off, cleaning up the war prism. They're very nice. Gonna blink forward, trying to trade out some more in his favor. Get a little bit of an advantage in the supply. Which he is up in army supply at the moment, but down in the economy. There is a zealot run by though in the third for JoliwaLoves from Jieshi, and this is a really nice arc here from Jieshi. He's gonna be pushing in. This is ball, massive hit, massive connection, and a blink back from Jieshi. But he has the force fields and he has the reinforcements coming in. He just has superior numbers. He's gonna blink on top of JoliwaLoves' army. A lot of JoliwaLoves' army was stuck behind the force fields. He wasn't controlling them.
He wasn't, but again, that was a massive disruptor shot. At the same time, we did have a zealot run by 9 probes went down, and now JoliwaLoves, he's kind of all in. He does dodge the disruptor shot, but again, he has to deal some damage.
Yeah, he's kind of caught out in the middle of the map with his pants down, and that's not a good thing. That's a lot of adepts, though, and he's going to try and go for a shade in. Oh, the shade. Oh, what is he going to do with it? Okay, he shades onto the stalkers. He's going to try and bully them down with the glaives, and it's doing a little bit of damage, but the stalkers, they just trade better against the depths, and the blinks around. It's massive.
Yeah, like he shades in, but he loses all his adepts, loses everything else.